You've seen how I've done the skyscrapers, right? Well, the houses in Jeremy's house are done pretty much about the same way, except there's just a few differences. I'll pretty much cover my routine for this, and for one, notice the huge image size? Yeah, the 2 gigs of RAM I have is causing me problems with this. I need to get it up. And look at this! Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous! 1.38 billion page faults. I've never seen GIMP get that high. Oh my goodness, that is nuts. But either way, the first step of the process is to duplicate my base layer. Base layer? Well, that's just one of the things I do, is call things base. These are basically the houses. They're a whole lot bigger than what they were originally. A whole lot bigger. How much bigger? Well, they're actually 4 times bigger, based on the scaling alone. And of course they kind of enlarged them a little bit on the horizontal. They also made just a little bit taller, because everything's now snapping to the block, for one. But you might be noticing 5 houses. That's not many. When you saw in that diagram, there are a whole bunch more. Well, for starters, I need to reference a lot of math. Yes, a lot of math. It's this again. Of course, notice the huge number of rows. Still climbing. I'm gonna be building up into that one like crazy. But either way, 20 is the next one I do. Notice the scaling here. You know, pixels times scaling equals coordinates. Gotta love that formula. So, 20 is the next one. I just rename this to 20. But I still only got 5 houses. However, I need to... I will be duplicating them, but I need to otherwise adjust for this. And for that, target image size. This is what I need to reference, is these 2 right here. Okay. So, layer boundary size. I set that to this right there. So, 6960 800. Okay. And like with the buildings, this is all that preparation stuff. Nothing new there. Offset it so that it's based on... so that there's always pixels on the bottom. Yeah, I don't need 800% zoom. What I need is to offset this into this corner over here. Now I begin the duplicating. This is actually pretty easy for this part. Small, low scrolling like that. Slow speed scrolling. And notice how I got the image joining up to the extreme bottom of this? And notice there's a gap there. Fractions. Gotta round them up. Of course, this just gets merged, and then I duplicate it again, and I repeat the process. Except to go down several more houses. In this case, 2 houses. Okay, there's that. Merge down. Duplicate for the last time. But why am I going vertical? That seems rather strange. There's actually a reason for that. That's part of my routine for optimizing the process. So, there's all those. Yeah, this program's a little on the slower side because I'm dealing with such a huge image. You might be wondering, okay, well, you got the size here. 7018 times, okay, 6976. Okay, but it's also a 32-bit image. And this is how much memory this is using. No wonder why it's slow. And why my 2 gigs is causing me some problems. Some problems, that is. And now, I zoom all the way out. Nothing really special here. Of course, since I got the preparation done, hit save. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Saves a whole lot faster because I don't have all these noise maps. Plus, I've kind of optimized these a little bit too. Notice random number generate or... Yep, random number generator. Here we go. Same process as before with the skyscrapers. Click once, get a number. Click again, get a number. And click again, and otherwise go from there. Remember the first 2, and there you have it. So the first house in this set is going to be blue. Select that layer, bucket fill it. but it still looks rather plain and low detail, unlike those previous ones. That'll be addressed in a little bit later, if this is any hint. But that's coming later. So anyway, 173, 129. Pink, wouldn't you know it? 228.94. Oh, and by the way, I actually have a luck point system, in a sense, to kind of self-entertainment. 109.15. Nothing there. I don't remember what the other one was, but I don't care. If I forget what it is, I just use whatever I think was it, and otherwise go from there. 97, 146. What's the luck point system? 134, 169. Well, if this was a 77, I'd score 3 luck points. If it was just a 7, I would score 1 luck point. If it was 22, I'd score -1 luck points. And if it was, the worst of them all, 222, I'd score -3 luck points. Yeah, it's just for random self-entertainment. 195, 225. I'll otherwise just keep going at this until I'm finished with these. 30. Oh boy, there's 3 luck points down the drain. Yes. I just call it luck points, but what else am I going to call it? 27, 208. Nice green. 180, 182. Four to go. 90, 236. Fast, ain't I? 125, 154. Nick the button. 109.84. $172.76. Well, there you have it. That's all the random colors. And since I'm now done with that, hit save. It's wise to save frequently, remember? However, there's still more yet. Well, let's see. If you zoom in, they still look plain, undetailed. However, that will not get addressed. And that's what this is all about. Duplicate it. One too many. Renaming it is not necessary, but I seem to have a habit of doing that. But this doesn't look exciting or anything. First, I need to realign it so that it lines up with that, just like that. Okay. Duplicate it again. This time I scroll it down. And line it up there. Merge again, just pretty much like the preparation. Yeah, it's 2 houses that I do. Sometimes I end up only doing 1. I've had that happen 3 times now, I think. Oh, and by the way, +0 on total luck points. Yeah, I got a 77, so I gained 3 back. There's that. However, to get rid of the gray, that's what this is all about. Change it to multiply mode. And one thing you might have noticed, did I forget a house? You'd actually be surprised. It is just extremely dark. It's what random numbers do for you. You never know what you're going to get. Of course, it's very rare you get anything super dark. Here's one that's super light. See, super light. Of course, if you want to see that, it's the wrong layer. Okay. However, since I got those set up, save again, because you never know when this program's going to crash. So, now the last thing I do is I make sure this is black in the background. Flatten image. Why do I do flatten instead of merge down? Flatten is actually more accurate than merge down. Merge down does not deal with the fractional part. It actually just truncates it. So if you get 178.8, it becomes 178 instead of 179 like flatten image would do. It slightly enhances the accuracy. I copy and paste it and make sure I got it. Okay. This is part of the problem where my 2 gigs of RAM causes problems. Delete that because I now no longer need it. And now I paste that. However, now I got this black here. No problem. First I need to anchor it. Okay, select by color. Get all the black. It's going really slow because it's reading from swap file. Yeah, that's right, swap file. And that's pretty much otherwise it. Of course, I just cleared it. But there's still a few more steps that I need to do. And that's where scale width and height. This is where I scale my end result at. So that's what I use. Scale layer 87 by 80. Okay. And there's that tiny little thing. It's up there somewhere. Yeah, I don't need 800% zoom. Now look how tiny all that is. But they're still all in the line. That is actually going to be addressed. And yes, I actually do need 800% zoom. Forgot about that. So, what do I do now? Well, that's where this part comes in. Right now, I only need the 696 at the moment. So, layer, boundary size, 696. So, it matches. Miss. And there's that. Now I set this up. 696. 10. That's this. And now all I gotta do is just select these layers. Adding to the selection while I'm at it. Move these over here. And how much do I move them? Well, I need to make sure the move distance, in this case that was 87. Well, it's kind of hard to do without zooming in more. But this is where that actually comes in. Okay, and then I otherwise repeat the process. Always referring to the bottom layer and, well, essentially row number %2. Dealing from there. %2 is mod 2 in programming. Okay, there's all that. And then I just do Control F because it's auto prop, and there I have it. That layer is otherwise done. It goes pretty fast. I have 800 houses to do, the same number of those skyscrapers, but these take a lot less time. What was all that about? The horizon. I'm doing one of those simulation things like you saw early. First thing in the video. So I just scroll it down to here. This time I'm simulating them as if they were 640 coordinate units above. Coordinate units divide scaling equals pixels. So 32. That's what I need. And there I have it. Move that up, and now I'm otherwise ready to prepare the next layer. And that otherwise concludes this video.